Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Vijay, back with another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a book called The Book Thief, written by Markus Zusak. Markus Zusak is a German-Australian author. He has written several books, of which this book, The Book Thief, is one of his most widely read and widely known and most acclaimed books. This book has been translated in over 63 languages and has sold over 17 million copies. It has been read by people of various backgrounds and has been appreciated by all these people. It is a tragic, melancholic, yet hopeful story which gives to us this moral that even in the most direst and most harshest of circumstances, kindness still lives. And this book is completely about that. This book is narrated by Death, who talks about the experience of taking away souls to a higher place, as well as introducing us to the story of a girl, a story that he was mesmerized and fascinated by. And he finds it mesmerizing because every once in a while he finds stories that show that humanity is still alive. And this is one of those stories. The story is completely portrayed by the title of the book. We are introduced to Liesel Meminger. Her father has been taken away by the Nazis for being a communist. Her mother and her brother are left now alone. But what happens is her brother also dies in her own arms. Her mother is forced to give her away to another foster family because she cannot pay for her bringing and she's scared for her life. And so Liesel is put in a foster home with two new parents. She has to adapt to these circumstances while still reeling with the loss of her parents and her brother. But the only thing that connects her to her old life is one book called The Gravedigger's Handbook. She's not able to read, and her new foster father tries to help her to start reading. And this is where the whole story starts. In her pursuit to understand the words, to understand the meaning of the book that she has taken along with her, to give her an idea of her past and to help her remind her past, she starts reading books. She starts reading and learning new words, and she starts coping with the loss and gets used to a new foster family. She finds out about the quirks of her mother and her father. She is a very loving and caring woman, but she has the facade of a very rude, a very strong person. And her father is a very kind person, and she finds out. And the one thing that portrays her father is his playing the accordion. And so we are led to all these circumstances which lead to her becoming the book thief. The first instance that she ever steals a book is when the Nazis are conducting a book burning ceremony where they are burning all kinds of literature that doesn't seem appropriate for reading by ideal Nazi people, including works with German protagonists and works by German authors, or by Jewish authors. The day after the burning, some of the books have still not burned. Liesel has a want, a need to take one of those books. She wants to read. When she thinks that nobody is looking, she picks up the book. But what she doesn't know is that the mayor's wife has seen it. Her mother is a washerwoman, and every day she along with her mother go to deliver clothes to people. One by one, due to various financial problems, all of these families start to fire her mother. In the end, only three patrons are still left. So what her mother does is she sends Liesel alone to go to those houses because they won't fire a poor girl when her mother is sick. So what happens is she goes to all these houses, and one day when she is going to deliver to the mayor's wife's house, the mayor's wife finds out that she likes reading books. The mayor's wife has a vast collection, but it's being read by no one. So she invites Liesel to read these books. And every day, Liesel picks up the books and she starts reading. She starts learning new words. But what happens is, Herman, the last employer, is also forced to let Liesel and her mother go because they have financial problems. And so in the end, she is forced to stop reading in the library. Liesel is distraught by this, and to take revenge at Herman, she decides to steal the book that she was reading. And this is the second instance of her being a book thief. And so as the story goes on, we see how books and words play an important role. We are also introduced to another plot line in which a Jew comes and lives in their home. They face danger, everyday danger of being caught, but still they harbor a Jew because of her father's promise to a woman. This book is a very tragic story. There are a lot of losses, but what we see through this book is, even in the face of these losses and these dire situations, we see that humanity still lives. In small glimpses, even like this story, we can see that an average person, a person who still has in their heart to love others, to keep humanity alive, can save the world. And this is what I loved about this book. Even though it was a very sad and melancholic story, it brought across the message of hope. And I read through the whole book. It brought the emotions out in me, and I'm sure that you guys should read it too. I really enjoyed this book, and I hope that you guys will read this book too. And I'll see you all in another video.